Hey everyone, welcome back to Ace Psychology. If you're studying psych, whether it's for a class, an exam, or just because you're curious about the human mind, this video is for you. Today we're breaking down 10 key psychology terms that show up again and again in your coursework. Know these 10, and you'll walk into your next exam, or your next conversation about psychology, ready to ace it. Let's get into it. Term number 1, cognitive dissonance. This is that uncomfortable mental tension you feel when you hold two beliefs that contradict each other, or when your actions don't line up with what you actually believe. Think about someone who knows smoking is bad for them, but keeps doing it anyway. That inner conflict? That's cognitive dissonance. And here's why it matters. Our brains hate that discomfort, so we often change our attitudes or twist the facts just to feel consistent with ourselves again. Term 2, neuroplasticity. This is your brain's incredible ability to rewire itself, forming new neural connections throughout your entire life. It's not just for kids either. Adult brains can adapt too. This concept flipped the old idea that the brain is fixed after childhood completely on its head. It's the reason people can recover from brain injuries, and the reason learning a new skill literally reshapes your brain. Term 3, confirmation bias. This is our natural tendency to seek out, favor, and remember information that confirms what we already believe, while brushing off anything that challenges it. It's a huge deal in psychology because it explains why people cling to opinions even when the evidence says otherwise, and why stereotypes can be so hard to break. If you want to think critically, you need to know how to spot this bias in yourself first. Term 4, classical conditioning. This is learning through association, pairing a neutral stimulus with something that already triggers a response, until the neutral thing starts triggering that same response on its own. You've probably heard of Pavlov's dogs. They learned to salivate at the sound of a bell because it was paired with food. This idea explains everything from phobias to why certain ads get stuck in your head. Term 5, operant conditioning. This one's all about voluntary behavior and how it's shaped by reinforcement or punishment. B.F. Skinner is the name you need to know here. Positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, punishment. These are the building blocks of how we learn habits, and they show up everywhere from classrooms to parenting to animal training. Term 6, nature versus nurture. This is one of the oldest debates in psychology. How much of who we are comes from our genetics, and how much comes from our environment and experiences? Spoiler alert, modern psychology says it's not really an either-or. Nature and nurture interact together in complex ways to shape our development, our personality, and even our mental health. Term 7, the unconscious mind. This is a big one from Sigmund Freud, the idea that we all have thoughts, urges, and memories operating below our conscious awareness, quietly influencing how we act. Even though we can't directly access them, these unconscious processes shape our dreams, our defense mechanisms, and a lot of what happens in psychodynamic therapy. Term 8, schema. A schema is basically a mental shortcut, a framework your brain uses to organize and interpret new information quickly. They're incredibly useful because they help you make sense of the world fast. But here's the catch. When a schema is rigid or inaccurate, it can turn into a bias or a stereotype. That's why understanding schemas matters so much in cognitive and social psychology. Term 10, correlation versus causation. Two things happening together, that's correlation. One thing actually causing the other, that's causation. And mixing these up is one of the most common mistakes in research and in everyday thinking. Remember the golden rule. Correlation does not imply causation. Get this one down, and you'll be able to spot bad science from a mile away. And that's a wrap on 10 psychology terms that'll seriously level up how you think and how you study. If this video helped you out, smash that like button, drop a comment letting me know which term was your favorite, or which one you want me to go deeper on next. And hit subscribe so you don't miss the next study breakdown. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.